Good evening, everyone, from Bryant Field here in Marysville, California, on this 101-degree evening here in Yuba County. We are all set for Oakland Ballers baseball live on Ballers Radio. Tonight, Oakland looks for an 8th consecutive victory as they hope to continue the season-best win streak as they square off against the Yuba-Sutter Freebirds for a chance to win this series up here in Yuba. It's the Ballers and the Freebirds coming up next right here on Ballers Radio. And welcome in, everyone. I'm Gareth Kwok. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're listening on the Ballers YouTube channel or on the Home Team Network. Appreciate your listenership. Well, Oakland has been putting up video game-like numbers the last week or so, and they did it again last night up here in Bryant Field with a 17-6 victory over the Freebirds. No, it wasn't 18 runs for a 4th consecutive game, but 17 will certainly suffice as Oakland walloped 17 runs on 23 hits, and they bashed their way to a season-best 7th consecutive victory. Oakland did the damage early once again. That's been the recipe so far throughout the last 7 wins. 11 runs through the first 4 innings to take an early and commanding lead. And Isai Santos had another big game, a solo home run in the first. The rookie Logan Johnstone, the Los Gatos native, hit his first professional home run with a 3-run shot in the second against the right-hander Luke Ridley, who is making his professional debut. The big inning for Oakland was in the 4th, a 6-run 4th, which featured 10 men sent to the plate. Jeter Ibarra and Santos drove in runs on doubles. Noah Blythe, Tristan Moore, and TJ Rogers all singled home runs to give Oakland an 11-3 lead through 4 frames. The starting right-hander was Hunter Day, and in the sweltering heat, scattered 11 hits in 4 innings of work, only 5 runs allowed and 2 walks, with no strikeouts to mitigate the damage. And Oakland would pile on more runs in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Tristan Moore muscled his second professional home run with a 2-run shot in the 7th. And Mitchell Sanford finished off the night with an RBI double in the 8th to give Oakland its 17th run. The bullpen was sharp, just 1 run allowed amongst the 3 relievers, and Tyler Bates, Brock Mayer, and Nathan Darden. Bates earned his first professional win with 2 scoreless innings of relief, and Nate Darden, who made his Ballers debut after he was signed by Oakland from the Red Pocket Mobiles, and he was very impressive. 2 innings of scoreless baseball, 2 strikeouts to seal the win. Final score once again yesterday, Oakland 17, Yuba-Sutter 6, and now our attention turns to tonight. Oakland with a chance to win its 8th consecutive game and a chance to win this series if they can do so tonight. Our 2 pitchers brewing pitching matchup tonight for Oakland. They will send the Alameda native and the San Jose State right-hander David Thomas to the mound. It'll be Thomas's 2nd start and his 4th appearance, and he'll look for a bounce-back outing after he got roughed up by Red Pocket on Sunday. He will face off against the right-hander from Dallas Baptist, Jared Schaefer, who's put together a very nice start to his professional career, most recently throwing 5 innings of 1-run ball against Modesto on Sunday in a losing effort. But when we come back here on the Ballers pregame show, I had the chance to catch up with the Los Gatos native and the former Vanderbilt outfielder, Logan Johnstone, as he crushed his first professional home run yesterday, a 3-run shot in the 2nd. We talk about the moment. We talk about how he became a baller and also growing up in Europe. He was born in Budapest, Hungary, moved to Barcelona at a young age before eventually making his way to the Bay Area. That conversation with Logan Johnstone is coming up next when the Ballers pregame show continues right here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to the Ballers pregame show. Gareth Kwok alongside the newest Ballers outfielder, Logan Johnstone, who delivered his first professional home run yesterday with a 3-run shot early in the contest against Yuba-Sutter. Logan, congratulations on your first pro homer. It seems like you've checked off a lot of the boxes the last couple of days. First pro hit, first pro RBI, and now your first pro homer. How'd the moment feel for you?
Yeah, good. Just keeping it simple at the plate. Got myself in a leverage count at 3-1 and left something over the plate and just put a good swing on it.
How did this opportunity come about between you and the Ballers, and what interested you about this opportunity?
Yeah, I think, obviously the big season last year and it's really close to home for me. So I thought this would be the best opportunity for me going forward.
You just wrapped up your college career at Vanderbilt. Perhaps on paper, not the season the team had wanted, but for you, what was it like just to get to compete in SEC baseball?
Yeah, I mean, it was a dream come true for me for sure. Vanderbilt's always been a dream school for me, and playing under Tim Corbin, it's something I won't forget for the rest of my life. I mean, it was one of the best experiences I've ever had. So, a lot of fun. It's super competitive. It can be tough at times, but that's why you do it.
Tim Corbin, one of the pioneers of college baseball, but just for you, what was it like getting to play under him?
It was amazing. He's a great coach, but also a great man. I think more of a man than a coach. He teaches, you about life over baseball and, how you become, a professional, with every aspect of your life. So, no, it was a dream come true playing under him. And, he teaches the guys a lot. He's got such a good program there. And, I couldn't thank him enough.
He's definitely a respected figure. But before Vanderbilt, you were previously at Washington State, where you overlapped with Griffin Smith, who's now your teammate here in Oakland. What's it been like to reunite with him and get to catch up?
Yeah, no, it's been a lot of fun, catching up with him again, to play with him again. He's a great pitcher, and I like playing behind him. He works quick, pounds his own. So, it's a lot of fun to play behind him.
Logan Johnstone, our guest here on the Ballers pregame show. Well, it's only been a couple of games in, and the fans are still getting to know you a little bit. But how would you describe yourself out there on the field and how you play the game?
Yeah, I would say just, I want to be the most consistent player as possible, disciplined at the plate, consistently good outfielder, aggressive on the base paths, so smart. I mean, that's how I would describe myself. But just consistency overall is what they can expect.
Well, you're a Los Gatos native, but you were born in Budapest, Hungary, moved to Barcelona for 2.5 years. Did you enjoy your time out there in Europe growing up?
Yes, I did. It's different, but, you get to see the world now living in 3 different countries. So, it's a blessing in disguise for sure. And it was a lot of fun growing up there.
What's it like living out there and just growing up in those countries?
It's different because my parents are Canadian, so our first language is English. So obviously growing up with multiple different languages flying around you can be a little tough, but, that's how I grew up, and, I enjoyed it a lot, and you got to learn quickly. So, yeah.
And before getting into baseball, you used to be a hockey player. How did you get into hockey, and what made you fall in love with it?
Yeah, so like I said, my parents are Canadian, and my dad grew up playing hockey. He was a goalie. So, hockey was actually my first sport before baseball. I didn't start playing baseball until I moved to California in 2012. So, Europe had a little bit more hockey. So that's where that was the first sport I started playing. And, I played it all the way up till halfway through my high school, life. So, still holds a special place in my heart, and I still love that sport.
You enjoy watching it, or could you lace up the skates right now and play a little if you wanted to?
Yeah, maybe. I'd definitely be a little rusty for sure, but that would be fun to get going with that again. And maybe not, but no, it was a lot of fun when I played, and I enjoy watching, especially playoff hockey. So it's fun.
Well, Logan, congratulations on your first pro homer, and we're looking forward to what's in store the rest of the weekend. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Logan Johnstone with us here on the Ballers pregame show. Back after this here on Ballers Radio.
The starting lineup presented by manager Frank Gonzalez. Center fielder number 22.
Just a few moments away from first pitch between your Ballers and the Freebirds on this Star Wars Saturday night here in Marysville. Time now for our starting lineups. They are presented by Rubenstein. For Aaron Miles, this is his starting lineup. In center field and leading off is Logan Johnstone. Isai Santos, the second baseman, bats second. Jake Allgaier, the third baseman, bats third. Jeter Ibarra is at first base, batting fourth. Jaden Calora, the catcher, hits fifth. Noah Blythe, the right fielder, hits sixth. Mitchell Sanford, the left fielder, hits seventh. Tristan Moore, the DH, hits eighth. And Brendan O'Sullivan is the shortstop, batting ninth. The first 8 hitters are the same as yesterday, with the exception of O'Sullivan, batting ninth. So once again, that's Johnstone, Santos, Allgaier, Ibarra, Calora, Blythe, Sanford, Moore, and O'Sullivan for the Ballers. As we take a look at the Yuba-Sutter starting lineup, as announced by Frank Gonzalez. Zeb Roast, the center fielder, leads off. Josh Duarte, the second baseman, hits second. Cooper Hext is a left fielder, batting third. Zach Chamizo, the DH, hits fourth. Andrew Kirchner is the first baseman, batting fifth. Diego Aragon, the catcher, hits sixth. Jordan Donahue, the third baseman, bats seventh. Cam Uran, the right fielder, hits eighth. And Devin Dixon, the shortstop, bats ninth. The Freebirds have taken the field, and they are repping a jersey that I have not seen this season. It looks like an alternate white uniform with some green and brown and orange accents. I'm trying to make out the logo on the front, but it just looks like a striped pattern on the front of the jersey by the it's a Star Wars theme. Okay. I've been told that it's a Star Wars theme. I'm trying to make out what exactly who the character is. An X-Fighter? As no, I know it looks good. Kevin, our scoreboard operator here, helping me out and telling me what the jerseys are. Here's the defense for Yuba-Sutter tonight. In the outfield, Hexton left, Rosen center, Camuran in right. On the infield, Jordan Donahue at third base. Devin Dixon at short, Josh Duarte at second, Andrew Kirchner at first, and behind the plate doing the catching is Diego Aragon. For tonight's starting right-hander, it's the 22-year-old from Katy, Texas, which is west of Houston. It is Jared Schaefer on the mound, former Dallas Baptist righty. Toes the mound, and his first pitch to Logan Johnstone is a fastball on the outside for a called strike one. And first pitch tonight delivered at 6:36 p.m. local time. Schaefer works from the first base side of the rubber. His 0-1 to Johnstone is rolled foul to the right of the batter's box. No balls and 2 strikes. Johnstone is playing in his 4th game as a professional. The Los Gatos native homered for the first time as a pro yesterday. The 0-2 is a breaking ball low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 7 for 16 with a home run, 2 doubles, and 5 batted in. The next pitch is cut on and miss for strike 3. So he swings and misses at a changeup from Schaefer. 1 away for Isai Santos.
Second baseman number 9, Isai Santos.
Our game time temperature, it is officially in the triple digits. 100 degrees as Santos takes a changeup blown away for ball 1. Scorching hot temperatures all weekend long. Tomorrow it's supposed to be as high as 105. The 1-0 is sent foul down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike on Santos. And by the way, if you missed it yesterday, we were informed that Sunday's game will now be played at 11:05 a.m. No longer a 6:35 scheduled start. 1-1. That is fouled off to the left by Santos. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it'll be a Sunday morning start at 11:05. We'll have the Ballers pregame show right around 10:45, 10:50 tomorrow morning. So hope you can enjoy your Sunday morning coffee or your Sunday breakfast with us up here in Marysville. The 1-2 is a breaking ball down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Santos. A big game for Esai yesterday. He reached base 5 times and came a triple shy of the cycle with 3 runs batted in. 2-2. Fastball just low via the full ABS. 3-2. Our umpires for tonight, Kate Hart is behind the plate calling balls and strikes with the assist of the full ABS. Ron Adams is at first base, and Justin Harvey is at third. Payoff pitch is fouled away off to the left by Santos. He's been red hot the last 2 games, 7 hits in his last 10 at-bats with 4 extra base hits, including 2 home runs. From the windup, the 3-2. Fastball high and outside, ball 4. It's a 1-out walk to bring up Jake Allgaier. Schaefer, 22 years of age. He just wrapped up his college career at Dallas Baptist, where he was one of their weekend starters. 4-1 record, a 6.71 ERA for Schaefer. Here's Allgaier, first pitch. Fastball is up and away, ball 1. 42 strikeouts in 51 innings, only 16 walks allowed. So good control from the righty down at Dallas Baptist this past year. Holds at the belt, and he comes home. Breaking ball is outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Spent a couple of seasons at Akron in the MAC Conference, and he also spent a year at St. Edwards in the Lone Star Conference. 2-0 pitch. Allgaier pops it up foul behind the plate, 2-1. And St. Edwards is a familiar school because that's where Davis Druick, the former baller and Pioneer League champion, went. And he and Druick were teammates back in 2023 at St. Edwards. Here's the 2-1 from Schaefer. Allgaier takes a fastball just off the corner. Outside, it's 3-1. Druick, who spent his entire college career at St. Edwards. Schaefer just a 1-year stint before transferring to Akron and then wrapping up at Dallas Baptist. Hitters count for Allgaier, the 3-1. Fastball inside corner, taken for a strike, 3-2. Jake is hitting .349, 15 home runs, 60 batted in. Yesterday, 2 for 6 with 2 runs scored. See if Santos runs. He does not. And the pitch is sent high and deep to left center field. Hex drifts back, climbs the wall, and he caught it. Santos has to sprint back to first. What a catch at the wall by the left fielder, Hex. Allgaier gave it a charge to deep left center. Hex raced back to the warning track, jumped up, and made a backhanded catch up against the wall to rob Allgaier of extra bases.
Now batting tonight's beer batter, first baseman number 16. Jeter.
So 2 down, no score. Just underway here in the top of the first. And here comes the Pioneer League's home run leader in Jeter Ibarra. Left-handed bat, first pitch. He takes a fastball inside for ball 1. Big game for Jeter yesterday. 5 hits, 2 runs batted in, 2 runs scored, including a couple of doubles. The 1-0 is rolled softly to first. It's gloved by Kirchner, hip high, and he steps on the bag to retire the side. 1-out walk issued by Schaefer does him no harm. It's a scoreless top of the first. And when we go to the bottom of the first, the Alameda native and the former San Jose State Spartan, David Thomas, takes the hill for Oakland. It's 0-0 here in Marysville on Ballers Radio. Home half of the first inning, no score. Yuba-Sutter up to bat. Let's take a look at the defense for Oakland tonight. In the outfield, Mitchell Sanford in left, Logan Johnstone in center, Noah Blythe in right. On the infield, Jake Allgaier at third, Brendan O'Sullivan at short, Isai Santos at second, Cheater Ibarra at first. And behind the plate doing the catching is Jaden Colora. As the first pitch from David Thomas to Zeb Rose is blooped foul down the right field line for strike one. Rose, the leadoff man, followed by Josh Duarte and Cooper Hex. In a scoreless game here in the bottom of the first, 0-1. Fastball paints the outside at 93 for a called strike two. And it's 0-2 on Rose. This is the Alameda native and the former San Jose State Spartan, David Thomas, on the mound for Oakland. The 0-2 is a breaking ball outside, 1-2 strikes. Thomas makes his fourth appearance this season and his second start. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks over 6 2/3 innings for the right-hander. Works from the from the wind and the 1-2. There's a fastball low. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Rose. Thomas, who signed with the team on July 24th after concluding his college career down at San Jose State. 23 years of age from Alameda. His 2-2 pitch is a fastball in the dirt, and the count runs full on Rose. He's originally from Alameda, but he attended Heritage High School in Brentwood. Second start of the year. Last started on Sunday against Red Pocket. His payoff pitch to Rose is bounced foul towards the Oakland on-deck circle. The Mobiles roughed him up in that start on Sunday. 6 hits, 6 runs. The next pitch to Rose is popped up in the shallow center. O'Sullivan, the shortstop, calls and makes the catch. And there's 1 down. They hit 3 home runs off of him. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts for Thomas in a game that Oakland somehow came from behind to win. Remember, that was that improbable comeback. First pitch to Duarte is a fastball outside for ball 1. Oakland was down by 4 entering the bottom of the 9th. 1-0 pitch, fastball outside, 2-0, and Ren Abe Arias, who is now a baller, was then still a Red Pocket Mobile, and he had pitched 8 innings of 4-run ball and was hoping to go the distance and pitch a complete game. The 2-0 from Thomas. Duarte takes a high fastball for a strike, 2-1, but on pitch number 130, Jeter Ibarra took him deep with a game-tying grand slam. 2-1 from Thomas. Fastball is outside, 3-1, and that would force a knockout round home run derby tiebreaker that Ibarra would win himself over Kashawn Frett. From the windup to 3-1. Duarte pops it up foul off to the right, and it's 3-2. And well, after that series, just a couple days later, now Ibarra and Arias and the rest of this baller squad are teammates with Arias. The 3-2 pitch is line foul down the right field line. Still 3-2. Thomas going tonight, and Arias is scheduled to go tomorrow, although he has not been activated onto the roster just yet, so the Ballers will need to make a corresponding move. Josh Duarte did not start yesterday. He's batting .348 with a home run and 31 runs batted in for the Yuba-Sutter second baseman. Payoff pitch from Thomas is a fastball at the top of the zone, called strike 3. First strikeout for Thomas, 2 down for Cooper Hext, the left fielder.
Left fielder number 7.
Ballers tonight back in their road greens. Ballers across the chest in block yellow lettering. They're rocking the gray colored caps with the green bills tonight. First pitch to Hext is a show of bunt, and Hext pulls back and takes a fastball inside for ball one. Left-handed bat, the 1-0 to Hext is a fastball in tight. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, after further inspection on these Yuba-Sutter Star Wars themed unis, the pattern on the front of the jersey appears to be 3 or 4 battleships taking off and creating this colorful pattern. Next pitch is a breaking ball outside, 3-0. The pattern displaying the exhaust from the battleships, 3-0. Fastball down the pipe, called a strike, 3-1. And the exhaust is colored in Yuba-Sutter colors, teal, orange, and yellow. 3-1. A show of bunt, and Hex bounces it to third. Allgaier charges, throws to first, not in time. A 3-1 count with 2 down, and Cooper Hext lays down the bunt. Seeing that Allgaier was playing back, and he beats it out for a 2-out bunt single. Here's the DH, Chamizo. Left-handed bat. First pitch from Thomas is a breaking ball at the top of the zone for a called strike, 0-1. No score, bottom of the first, just underway here in Marysville. Chamizo hitting a team best 360 on the year. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider. No balls, 2 strikes. First time Thomas has gotten ahead on a Yuba hitter and fallen behind on 3-ball counts against the first 3 faced. Now he's ahead 0-2. Looks at first, now comes set, belt high. Now a spin, throw to first. And Hext is back in standing. Stands at 6'4", 220 pounds. 4-pitch mix, a fastball, slider, changeup, and a curveball. His 0-2 is blocked in the dirt nicely by Calora. He keeps it in front of him and holds Hext at first base, who has an aggressive lead at first base. Someone that's looking to time up Thomas and perhaps get a great jump. One and two. The pitch is bounced to short. O'Sullivan gloves. He's going to go the long way to first, and it's in time to end the inning. A 2-out bunt single left stranded at first by David Thomas. Both starting pitchers trade scoreless first innings. As we head to the second, no score here from Marysville on Ballers Radio.
Death Star Battle.
Top of the second inning, Ballers up to bat. No score here from Bryant Field. Time now for our Caltrans keys to the game. And my keys for Oakland tonight, number one is pass the baton. Oakland has used this pass the baton approach the last 7 games during this win streak. Calora takes a first pitch breaking ball low, 1-0. So keep the baton moving. Everyone's just chipped in and played the part 1 through 9. They can pass the baton and not try to do too much offensively. That would certainly help as Calora fouls the 1-0 down the left field line. 1 ball, 1 strike. And secondly, for David Thomas, he needs to attack the strike zone. 1-1. Breaking ball is low. 2 balls and a strike. Got hit hard against Red Pocket, but if he can remain fearless and aggressive and attack the strike zone against Yuba-Sutter and let his stuff play, especially because he is a pitch-to-contact guy, and he's got a good defense behind him that's made only 4 errors this month. Those are your Caltrans keys to the game. As Calora takes a fastball high, here's the 3-1 from Schaefer. Calora rolls the 3-1 to first, and Kirchner is there to scoop it up and step on the bag for out number 1. So 1 down for Noah Blythe. The Ballers come into this game with a second half record of 12-10. 34-36 overall on a 7 consecutive game winning streak. First pitch to Blythe, an inside-out swing, a fly ball to shallow right, and it's caught by Uran, hit high for out number 2. And here comes Sanford. Currently 7th in the second half standings, but only 4 games back of second place Long Beach. First pitch to Sanford is a fastball on the outside for a called strike 1.
Now batting for the Ballers, left fielder number 31.
Ballers had a couple of 7-game win streaks last year as part of longer win streaks in that historic season. Breaking ball clips the bottom of the strike zone to make it 0-2 on Sanford. And they'd love to make it 8 in a row. Tonight would also clinch the series over the Freebirds, which is exactly what Oakland needs to do. From the windup, the 0-2. Sanford bounces it foul into the Yuba-Sutter dugout on the first base side. Count remains 0-2 on Sanford. He's batting .400 through his first 9 games as a baller. 2 home runs, 12 batted in. 0-2. Fastball is inside, 1-2. Tristan Moore waits on deck. Left-handed bat, slightly open stance. The 1-2 is popped up behind the plate. The catcher, Aragon, removes the mask, gives it a look, but that bounces foul on the concrete concourse. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Sanford. Two for 4 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI double last night. 1-2 from Schaefer. Fouled off down the left field line. Schaefer holds at the belt, now turns the 1-2. And Sanford hits a pop-up into left center. It's struck pretty well, but Hext runs it down just shy of the warning track to end the inning. It's a 3-up, 3-down second for Jared Schaefer. We go to the bottom of the second. It's Oakland nothing and Yuba-Sutter nothing here on Ballers Radio.
Ask about
Oakland Ballers Baseball is presented by Heffernan Insurance Brokers, who's been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com. Andrew Kirchner, the first baseman, leads off against David Thomas, and he rolls the first pitch down to first. It stays fair. It's scooped up by Ibarra, and he takes it to the bag himself for the first out. So one pitch, one out to begin the second for David Thomas. No score here in the last of the second. One out for Diego Aragon. 23 pitches delivered in that first by Thomas. Looking for a more efficient second. Here's Aragon. Left-handed bat, fouls the first pitch off the screen behind the plate for strike one. No balls and a strike. Poor Charlie Hurley, who is he was placed on the injured list yesterday, but he is here supporting his guys, and they do not have any ball boys here in Yuba. Next pitch is in the dirt. Charlie, go get that. Charlie is back out of the dugout and hustling to grab that baseball. He's getting his cardio in today in the heat on a night where he'd probably like to just stay in the dugout for as long as possible. The 1-1 is a fastball inside. 2 balls and a strike. And it seems like he's the one out of anyone that is doing most of the hustling and chasing after those loose balls, whether it's a pitch to the backstop or a foul ball. The 2-1 is bounced up the middle to the second baseman, Santos, who gloves hip high, and he throws down Aragon. And there's 2 away. Long Beach has a similar setup too. No ball boys, no bat boys, so the players will just trade off. And mostly the starting pitchers from the nights before will trade in and out every other inning or so. Here's Donahue. Left-handed bat takes a fastball high for ball 1. It just seems like I see Charlie more often than not hustling after the bats and balls. Next pitch to Donahue is rolled sharply to first. On one hop to Ibarra, who backhands and takes it to the bag himself for the final out of the second. Very nicely done by Thomas. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the third. Oakland and Yuba-Sutter scoreless as we head to the third on Ballers Radio.
Freebirds fans, it is time for our
Welcome back to Marysville. It's the top of the third here from Bryant Field. Ballers nothing, Freebirds nothing. Gareth Kwok, thanks for tuning in on our Ballers YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network as Tristan Moore fouls the first pitch back into the screen for strike 1. And it's time for our celebrity third inning interview. And you've heard him at Raimondi Park, and now you're going to hear him on the call. He's sitting right next to me. It's our own PA announcer, or one of our PA announcers, Tarek Ansari. Tarek, what's going on, man?
Gareth, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for keeping me company
Of course.
up here in the sweltering heat.
Oh, reminds me of home, growing up in Roseville.
1-1 pitch to Moore is lined sharply into left center, and it's caught by Rose, who is positioned that way for out number 1. Well, I know you had told me about a couple weeks ago that you'd be making this trip.
Yeah.
And checking in on the Ballers back here closer to home, and now here you are.
Yeah, that's cool being back here. Worked up here in Marysville for what was then the High Wheelers last year.
That's
as
right.
The PA and occasionally on field host. Growing up in Roseville, came to a lot of Gold Sox games growing up, so it's nice to be back, even in 103-degree heat.
Here's Brendan O'Sullivan, who takes a first pitch breaking ball for a strike, and I'm amazed how much work they have put in to really upgrade the stadiums over the past couple of seasons, and they've done a really nice job here at Bryant Field as O'Sullivan grounds a fastball into left for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting there by O'Sullivan. I
Look
saw
at
him, saw him before the game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going real color announcer here.
I
by
know
the way.
you
This
are.
is not a celebrity inning. This is I'm the color announcer now. So I'm wearing the long sleeves here, and I
Yes.
was very curious. I asked him why he decided to wear long sleeves, and he said it's hot anyway. I'm just going to look stylish. I'm like, okay. Well, he got a hit, so it's working.
Yes, indeed. I mean, he and I don't know how Tremaine Cobb would do it too in this heat, because he would take ground balls and he would take batting practice in a hoodie every day.
I can't believe it.
Here's Johnstone, who takes a fastball low. 1 ball, no strikes. I mean, you wear a hoodie at Raimondi. I mean, that's, of course, understandable. But in this type of heat, and when we go out to Modesto, I mean, Trey was taking those ground balls in the sweatshirt. I'm like, what are you doing? But clearly, he's okay with it. As Johnstone hits a high fly ball to deep left field, X is at the wall, and that baby is gone. Logan Johnstone hits his second professional home run. He's now homered in back-to-back games, and the Ballers break this scoreless tie. It's now a 2-0 Oakland lead on Logan Johnstone's 2-run shot.
Great piece of hitting there by Logan Johnstone. Opposite field, home run. The ball really does carry here in Marysville. It carries at Raimondi, but, not as much marine layer here. The air is a lot thinner.
No.
And not quite to the Dollar Tree. Didn't break any windows, but that one, for an opposite field home run, that definitely had a lot of pop on it. So great stuff, 2-0 Ballers.
Here is Isai Santos, who takes a first pitch ball low and in. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, how many games do you think you came out here to Bryant Field? I guess what it used to be called, what, Calusa Casino Stadium at one point, maybe? Was it?
Calusa's, yeah. Everyone here is given the, I will say Bryant Field is the name I know it as, just
Right.
Growing up, I just called it the ballpark at Marysville. Calusa County Stadium, is it? Calusa Casino.
Santos rips the ball to deep left center field. The center fielder, Rose, gets a good jump and puts it away for out number 2. But, yeah, I mean, the best part is that, every seat's a good seat, really, right?
Yeah, definitely. And it's really a really comfy environment. It's obviously very different, I think, from Raimondi, which does feel very, uniquely Oakland and, kind of a definitely startup energy. Whereas here, I mean, this has been here since I was for forever and ever. I used to go here as a kid. And, love seeing the view of the water in right field and, the trees in center. And it's a good vibe.
Allgaier takes a strike at the knees. Our own PA announcer, Tarek Ansari, is with us, enjoying the action today as he's back home for the weekend. Here's a ground ball foul by Allgaier. No balls and 2 strikes. Make sure to say hi to Tarek in the chat. Tarek's going through the chat right now.
Yeah, Tarek, and sorry for president, thanks to Dan Silver, who has a showing tomorrow. Shout out to Dan for that. Good luck. Sell a house, Dan. Good job. I can't afford it, but I'm sure others can.
No pressure. No pressure, Dan.
Yeah.
0-2 is outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah. Alluding to a point you made about the upgrades here at Bryant Field, they've done a good job the last 2 years. Bouncy house and left. That's new. Bar and right. And, amenities have gotten better. More shade, which is very important now.
Yes. Right around now, it's starting to feel nicer. 1-2 pitch is cut on and miss for strike 3, and that will end the inning. You're going to hang with us for a little bit, right? Why not?
I would love to.
Tarek will be back with us for the bottom of the third. When we come back, 2-0 Oakland after the 2-run home run by Logan Johnstone. We'll be right back here on Ballers Radio. Home half of the third. Logan Johnstone's 2-run home run has put Oakland in front first, 2-0. It'll be Cam Uran to lead off for Yuba-Sutter against David Thomas. Gareth Kwok, our own PA announcer, Tarek Ansari, is with us for this celebrity third inning. If you do well enough, you might earn a fourth inning, Tarek.
This is all an audition, and I'm trying my best. I'm trying to make my mom and dad proud. They've never been proud of me before. Hopefully
come on.
No, that's not true.
I was going to say, I'm sure they are very proud as Thomas throws a first pitch, fastball outside, ball one. Next pitch is flied out to left center. Not hit that deep. Johnstone, the center fielder, is in the gap to make the catch. And there's one down for Devin Dixon. Hey, I got to ask you, your band, you and your band, Electric X, played in front of the fans in Scrappy Town a couple of weekends ago.
That's right.
How was it, man?
Oh, it was such a great time. It's a dream. It's been a dream of ours to play for all the Oakland 68s and all the fans, all the Ballers fans, since I started working for the Ballers last year.
Here is Dixon, who tries to lay down a bunt, and he misses for strike one. That was a real nice set that you and your bandmates put together.
Thanks. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot easier when there's so much energy in the crowd. You feed off of it, and it was honestly a great time during the day. Beautiful time and fun game as well.
0-1 is chopped to deep short. O'Sullivan grabs it, throws to first. He slips. Ibarra stretches, and Dixon is out. Okay, now O'Sullivan lost his footing on the throw, but still got enough on it, and Ibarra was able to make the stretch, and they get him out for out number 2.
You see O'Sullivan looking at the dirt there, asking why as he lost his balance. Obviously not intended, but a great stretch there by Jeter Ibarra to get the out.
I feared for the worst there when he took a stumble there.
Indeed.
As here's Rose, who takes a strike, 0-1.
And we got
go through the chat.
Dan Silver, we have a song called I'm Naked, or Electric X does, and more on that after this pitch here.
Here it is. It's outside for a ball, 1-1.
And I dedicated the song I'm Naked to Dan Silver. It said he's a good-looking guy, which he is.
Yes.
And then he's upset because I wouldn't take off my shirt. Very offensive. Unreal. Can't believe that, honestly.
I think that is the one I was able to stick around. I was able to tune in for a little bit, and some of us as well, as there's a ball outside, 2-1. And I was like, oh, it's an actual song called I'm Naked.
Yeah, it's you'll never believe what it's about, by the way.
Next pitch is rolled foul. What is it about?
It's how you have dreams. Like you ever had the dream growing up, but like you're suddenly naked somewhere, and then you wake
All
up
the
from it?
time.
It's about that. It's not creepy or not meant to be creepy, but
No.
I just saw Dan. I was like, you know what? I'm dedicating this song to you. And then he's like, take your shirt off. I'm like, I'm sweaty. And then I literally said it to him, hey, do you want me to take my shirt off? And he's like, nah, actually, now that I think about it now.
No.
Which was the right decision.
He was looking out for you.
For everybody.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Here's a 2-2 to Rose. Check swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And David Thomas has a 3-up, 3 down third. Stick around with us. You're keeping the vibes high, my friend.
I would love to.
We head to the fourth. 2-0 Ballers here on Ballers Radio. Fourth inning. Oakland up to bat, beginning with the Pioneer League's home run leader, Jeter Ibarra. 2-0 Ballers. First pitch to Ibarra is launched to deep left field. This one is on its way. It hits the top of the wall and comes back onto the field of play. Hex throws it into second, but Ibarra is in the second with a double. Boy, he came literally a foot away from a record-breaking home run, which would have put him at the top of the single-season home run list in Oakland Ballers franchise history, Tarek.
And I'll tell you what, I literally saw that, and I was doing the whole home run signal because I thought, oh, this is out. Down the left field line, another potential Oppo Taco, just a couple feet short, but a good piece of hitting there by Jeter Ibarra. And they showed Darth Vader's picture when his name was on the board, and there's a reason for that. He can't be stopped.
He cannot be stopped. He's also the beer batter for tonight, which is a interesting decision on the Yuba-Sutter press box, folks, as Glora takes the ball low, 1 ball, no strikes. We got Tarek in here. He's in town for the game tonight. We got some more Ballers company hanging out. Here's the pitch to Glora, and he wraps one to deep right field. This one bangs off halfway up the wall. Ibarra stops at third. Glora has a long single as a throw comes home to the plate.
And good job out there in right field by the right fielder there, kind of deking Ibarra, making him wait between second and third, making sure that he didn't run home, had to make sure he could tack up there. Otherwise, Ibarra scores. But first and third, nobody out here for Oakland. A good start for Noah Blythe here at the plate.
It's 2-0 Oakland. Well, we were talking about your band, Electric X, and your pregame performance. And, how did this whole thing come about between you and starting a band, and what made you want to join one?
Well, I'll tell you what. It was honestly something that started a few years ago with my interest in music, as there's a foul ball by Noah Blythe down the right field line.
Look at you.
I'm inspired by the greatest here,
You can do it, my friend.
Yeah, and I loved late 70s, early 80s synth pop. My mom's favorite music, my dad's favorite music, would listen to that growing up. And then I just started writing my own songs, got my own confidence to write more with other people, and it kind of one thing led to another, and it became a really fun thing to do that people like.
Blythe hits a high fly ball in the deep center. It's going to hang in the ballpark for Zeb Rose, who makes the catch. Here comes Ibarra from third. He will score standing, and it's a sacrifice fly for Noah Blythe to extend Oakland's lead to 3. It's now 3-0 Oakland here in the fourth.
Indeed. Good job there, getting the ball deep in the outfield there. Again, like mentioned earlier, the ball really flies here. So that ball initially off the bat didn't look like it was going to go too far, but that went at least 350 to center.
It did.
You know, the ball flies out here in Marysville. The air is so thin.
It does. So how did you find your bandmates, and how were you able to gel with them initially, and I guess become compatible with one another?
Well, Craigslist, as here's a ground ball. It's grounded, and the first baseman makes an error there, and it's going to be safe for Sanford at first. And advancing to second there is Blythe as well. So first and second, 1 out for the Oakland Ballers here, and that's going to be an error there by the first baseman. And Ballers have a good opportunity for more.
They sure do. Kirchner could not scoop that ground ball up. So Calora at second. Sanford reaches.
Indeed. And shout out to Jeff Butts. I said hi to Nancy earlier. And New Order's a big inspiration. You're right. XTC, English Beat. Also Throwing Sparks, Depeche Mode. Stuff I grew up just loving, and you know, inspired the music we play now.
Okay.
And same thing with Mark, our guitarist, and Benham, our drummer. And we all just vibed on that kind of music. They were a little more into punk and prog, but we all got together. We started playing for a few years, wrote some songs, and we've been jamming pretty regularly now.
Okay.
And playing together for about 3 or 4 years. And this month we have a show every single weekend. So we
Really?
just played last
Okay.
night in Berkeley.
Nice.
It was a ton of fun. We have Emeryville on the beach this upcoming Saturday, and then we're probably playing in San Francisco the following weekend. So good times.
Where did you perform down in Berkeley?
Spats.
Okay.
Yeah, right in downtown Berkeley.
Nice,
And it was a
nice.
good time. That's a great stage. by the
Is
way.
it? Okay.
They have a bunch of socks on the wall.
Good turnout?
Pretty good turnout. Probably
Okay.
about 30, 35. We're not like
Nice.
huge, but like it's,
Yeah.
you know, for us, it was a good time.
Still enough to feel satisfied with the performance. As here's Tristan Moore, who takes a ball in the dirt, and it's blocked well by Aragon for ball 1. And Electric X. How did you come up with the name?
Well, I have a few ex-girlfriends. Sadly, more than a few.
Sadly, more
And
than a few, you said.
things didn't work out. They're still great people. They were back then. They still are now.
Okay.
And the experiences, the breakups were tough, but I kind of was able to cope with through music and through lyrics. And
Okay.
that's kind of how it came to be.
Moore lines one sharply into left center, down for a hit. Calora speeds around third. He will score. Sanford heads into third. Now Moore goes into second, and he slides in safely. It's going to be a single for Moore, and we'll see if he advances on the throw. But either way, Oakland now takes a 4-0 lead on the RBI hit from Tristan Moore.
That's great stuff right there. And great base running to recognize the third baseman wasn't in good position to cover the bag, advancing to third. And, you saw the cutoff there. Great job there by Oakland around the bases. And again, still 1 out, now up by 4. Really a good opportunity here for Brendan O'Sullivan to blow this one open.
Tyler said that you should have told him that you were going to be performing in Berkeley. Scroll up.
Yeah, Tyler.
O'Sullivan pops up the first pitch, out of play. See?
There's this thing called Instagram, and you just added yourself as somebody who does not follow us on Instagram. And it's okay. Electric X Official should have told me. That's what Instagram is for. Electric X Official on his Instagram, and we'll tell you that way. But Emeryville on the beach, 2:30 p.m. Saturday afternoon.
Love
It's
it.
before the Ballers game.
Okay.
Right here on Home Team Network. So watch it, enjoy, and then watch or listen to the Ballers game on YouTube. It's a perfect Saturday.
It is a perfect Saturday. Here's the 0-1 to O'Sullivan, and he bounces one up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Sanford scores. Here comes Tristan Moore. It's a 2-run single for Brendan O'Sullivan, and the Ballers now lead it 6-0. Look what happens when the Ballers, look what they do when you come in here.
I love it. I'm all for it. My ego, which was already big to begin with, has gotten even bigger. But O'Sullivan, maybe we need to make fun of his style choices, because that's 2 hits now. That one bringing in 2 RBIs. A great job there, great piece of hitting. And, yeah, Ballers are all over it early in this game. So, yeah, great to see. Definitely a good time. Dan Silver, to answer your question, he asked, who wins Knocker Ball, you versus Mark Kahn?
Oh, man.
More on that in a second here. I got to think about my response.
Here's John Stone. Can we
Mark is a lawyer. I just want to point that out.
I know.
So if I hurt him, it's over for me. I just want to point that out.
I was about to say, you can't hurt Mark too much.
I'm not hurting the legal counsel. I'm going to.
You can knock him, but you can't hurt him.
Yeah, can knock him, but not knocker ball him.
That's right.
There's a
That's right.
distinction there.
That's right. 1-0 on John Stone. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls, no strike. So were your bandmates on board with the name when you floated that idea to them?
Yeah, they liked it. It kind of, well, because also Our Friends Electric, the song by Gary Newman, Two Boy Army, is one of our favorite songs from the late 70s. So it incorporates that, and it has a cool sound to it. And they were kind of into it. It has a cool ring. So we were all on board because initially there's a ball outside to Johnstone to make the count 3-0. We were going to do After the Fog, but that sounded kind of boring and pretentious. And we're not good enough to be pretentious, I would argue. So we kind of went with Electric X. Has a good ring to it, and it's gotten
I like Electric X.
Yeah.
It does sort of roll off the tongue pretty easily.
Yeah.
As Johnstone draws a 4-pitch walk, and that'll put runners on second and first with still only 1 out for Isai Santos. Electric X.
Electric X.
After the Fog?
Yeah, that was my. I brought that up kind of half-heartedly, like, hey, what happens after Carl the Fog? After the Fog.
After the Fog.
And it was not the greatest decision. I'll give it that. I was a kid at the time, so we all live and learn.
So, at what age did you start strumming and learning how to play?
I was about 18, 19 years old as Santos swings to make the count 0-1. And I just really loved just jamming on the keyboard, playing the drums. Those are my things. At 16 years old is when I really got into it.
Okay.
But I got really serious in college, like 18, 19, during the pandemic when I turned 20. And ever since then, I've been really into it.
0-1 pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike on Isai. So what became a casual hobby then turned a little bit more serious, you said, by the age of around 19 or 20.
Yeah, because I kind of got a grasp for some melodies. I was listening to a lot of Beach Boys, which inspired me to do that. As Santos fouls off a ball that is going straight for Frosty's, an amazing milkshake shack beyond the left field fence.
Did you get one?
I did. I got a mint Oreo one.
Ooh.
And the guy at the counter said, I hate mint Oreo. And I'm like, you're the one selling this to me. What are you doing? You don't want that guy at a car dealership. Yeah, this car sucks.
That's funny. You got the mint Oreo. I got the regular Oreo, and I thought it was a very good milkshake. Ben Verhoek was putting me onto it as Santos fouls this pitch. Look at us, Oreo guys, Oreo boys.
Yeah, I love Oreo. Mint Oreo is great. To answer a few questions, by the way, Dan Silver.
Oh, yeah.
Cars by Gary Newman's my all-time favorite song. All-time favorite song. I think it's the perfect song. I would definitely cover it, except it's already perfect. There's no way to make it better. And Tambourine Guy, my friend Hadley, he will not be permanent, but he's going to be there quite a bit as there's a late strike 3 call inside to Isai Santos there.
Well, remember that we're up here in Yuba. It's full ABS, so the umpire behind the plate doesn't even call the balls and strikes. It's the computer out there in right field. Did you know that?
I actually, you know what? I did not know that. And that makes so much more sense now.
This is the only ballpark in the Pioneer League that has this setup, the full ABS setup, and now Tarek is just realizing that
Mine is blown, yeah.
the home plate umpire basically has the night off from doing anything because they are under the control of the ABS, under the force of the ABS.
I
don't know.
On Star Wars night.
Yeah, on Star Wars night, I guess, if you want to put it that way. So there's 2 outs. Oakland leads 6-0. It is the top of the 4th. Gareth and Tarek blabbering away as you would expect.
Indeed.
Jake today is 0 for 2. Here's the 0-1 from Schaefer. And Allgaier rolls it to first, fielded by Kirchner. The underhand feed to Schaefer is in time to end the inning. We'll be back. We'll talk a little more when we return. Bottom of the 4th, it's 6-0 Oakland here on Ballers Radio.
second baseman, number 10.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Gareth Kwok, Tarek Ansari, our guest for what was a celebrity third inning. It's now become a celebrity fourth inning as well. As Josh Duarte leads off, the Ballers lead 6-0 on this Saturday night. First pitch from Thomas to Duarte is bounced sharply to second. It's fielded by Santos, and he throws him out. One pitch, one out to begin the fourth for David Thomas, who has really settled in, Tarek. That's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row retired by David.
I mean, he's really settled in. He's backed up by his offense, who's really, helped him out. But, being here at 40 pitches through, 3 1/3 now, that really helps quite a bit. This game's rolling along. He's settled into a nice groove. And again, how Pioneer League works, things can move fast. So getting that run support really does help Thomas.
First pitch to Hext is rolled sharply into right. That's a base hit. Just the second hit. Yeah, right on cue, Tarek.
You know what? I'll take the. I kind of was glazing him there a bit. So you know what? I'll take the fall for that. I can hear Jeff in the chat like, why? Why would you?
This is you just witnessed your first true broadcaster's jinx.
Yes, indeed. I'm no Chris Collinsworth, but
Which, stunningly, it happens more often than I want it to happen.
Yeah.
For all the times that I've said, oh, he's set down 9 in a row. Oh, he's set down 10 in a row. Oh, he hasn't walked a batter in those last 10 batters. Oh, and then what happens next? Yeah. Oh, yeah. As Chamizo swings and misses for strike one. No balls and a strike. Well, hey, last year you were on the mic, on the PA. Were you on the mic as well for the inaugural season? Was your first year last year?
First year was last year. So I owe it all to Casey Pratt. Have you heard of him? No, just kidding.
No, I haven't heard of Casey.
Yeah, he's a 2-time Emmy Award winner. He pays me to say that.
This is bounced to first. Ibarra throws a second for one. Turn back to first. Double play. Inning over. We're going to have to return for the fifth when we come back. Dan, you got your wish. It's 6-0 Ballers as we go to the fifth on Ballers Radio. Oh, my mic wasn't on. Well, David Thomas has twirled 4 innings of scoreless baseball, and we head to the fifth. It is 6-0 Ballers. Gareth Kwok, Tarek Ansari is joining me, and he's taking any action up here from the press box as Jeter Ibarra takes a first pitch ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Jeter. We were talking about you being on the PA, year 2 on the PA. Sorry, I'm just. There was a bug in my face. That's why
I was trying to get it away from you.
Thank you. 2-0 on Jeter, and just how's it been being the voice of Ramondi? People get to actually hear you in the stadium, and whoa, Schaefer stumbles off the mound and doesn't deliver the pitch. And 2-0. it's funny because I'll have a lot of people and family ask me, "Oh, that should be a
Yeah, they didn't call a balk
that
on
should be a
that move.
pitch, balk, or they'll call it a pitch timer violation." So
Yeah.
it is 3-0 on Ibarra, and it's funny because they'll ask me like, "Hey, can we hear you in the stadium?" It's like, no, you actually cannot hear me in the stadium. You will hear Tarek, or if it's Mark that day,
Yeah.
you'll hear those two. But yeah, I'm sure it's got to be a fun electricity that runs through when you're on the mic and on the call.
It's a dream come true. Ever since I grew up going to Oakland A's games, by the way, and hearing Dick Callahan and listening to Ken Korak on the radio, I knew from when I was 10 years old that's what I wanted to do. So getting to do that in Oakland, it is a dream come true. I imagine it is for you being on the radio broadcast.
Flora swings and misses on the first pitch after Ibarra drew a walk. Boy, yeah, Dick Callahan's voice is forever.
Rest in peace, sir.
And rest in peace, for sure, to an icon at the Coliseum. Kept things simple, kept things short, but it was, I think, just how every fan wanted it. Short and sweet, and he did his job.
He did, and just a very. I do miss that nostalgia of just being there for that experience, but. I owe a lot of the inspiration to him. Like at the end when I sign off and I say, please get home safely. That's all dedicated to Dick Callahan.
Yeah.
100% to him. And the real ones do know that.
0-2 pitch. Calora bounces it hard up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Ibarra heads for third. The center fielder Rose throws the ball to second, and Calora has his second hit of the night. 2 men on the corners with nobody out for Noah Blythe.
Another good opportunity for the Oakland Ballers as a stormtrooper has appeared on the board to represent Noah Blythe. And I don't know Noah that well, but I've seen his face. He's a good-looking dude. He does not look like a stormtrooper, but I understand the Yuba-Sutter fans they have a different opinion. That's okay.
Jeter Ibarra, Darth Vader. Characteristically, I can understand because he is laying the hurt on a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Here's a big chopper off the bat of Blythe to the shortstop, Dixon for one. The turn to first, not in time. Ibarra scores on that fielder's choice. Ground ball, too much saliva in my mouth. And that will bring home Oakland's 7th run of the game. It's now 7-0 Ballers here in the 5th.
Looked like the throw beat him to first base, but the first baseman had his foot above the bag slightly to get the high throw. And it was just around the same time that Blythe hit the bag as well, so it's called safe. And another run for Oakland. 7-0 Ballers lead early in this one.
I know. I was talking about that yesterday. The Hall of Fame game already was played on Thursday.
That was amazing.
Yeah, did you watch?
I watched the highlights, and I didn't realize the Hall of Fame game could go that hard.
They take it pretty seriously.
Great. Yeah.
The third stringers and the fourth stringers, but hey,
no,
good
it's
for them.
fun. Good football is good football.
Oh,
UFL, XFL, I enjoy it.
Sanford now rips the ball into center field for a base hit, and now Blythe is thinking about 3, and he's going to get in there standing. This pass the baton approach continues for Oakland as Sanford singles to center, and Oakland has men on the corners again for Tristan Moore.
Indeed. I just want to mention in the chat, they're talking about Michael O'Hara's parents. Their family, awesome. Mr. O'Hara, the father, just the most down-to-earth family ever. And seeing the mentions of him, I just want to shout him out. Seeing him for that series against the Boise Hawks and seeing Michael O'Hara, that's the most highest class family. And I know you guys obviously mentioned that, but I just got to shout it out on the broadcast. Amazing, high-quality people.
First pitch to Moore is in the dirt for ball 1. Well, would you like to do the honors for our chat GTP segment today? Would you like to think of the question and let those in Baller Nation type in their answers?
Yes.
I'll give you a little time to think about
what
you want to ask them today. Here's the 1-0 to Moore. It's outside, 2 balls and no strikes.
I think I got one.
Okay.
I know it's quick.
Fire away.
If you could go back one concert, it could be at any point in history. It could be now. It could be in the past. It could be any band. What concert would it be? What year? And why? And I'll give you mine in just a second.
Okay. Swing and a miss on the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike on Moore.
And I'll tell you, Genesis, 1976 live. 1977 live at the Winterland Ballroom in San Francisco. Huge Genesis fan. Phil Collins with a ton of hair in their prog days, playing the most epic music ever. That would be my choice.
Okay.
Going back about 50 years.
Moore now lines one in the left center. That's down for a base hit. It's the third hit of the inning, and it brings home Noah Blythe. 8-0 Ballers on the RBI single by Tristan Moore.
And a lot of singles and a lot of opposite field hits today, Gareth.
Yes.
This is great pieces of hitting right now. They're not at all fooled by what Schaefer's throwing at them. And just, what are we at? 9 hits now? 8 runs on 9 hits. The Ballers keep it going. They're just, they're doing their thing today. And, you got to think, how much more can you do?
That's right. It's a 2-run fifth already for Oakland. You can go through the answers and see what everyone is saying.
Yeah, Dan Silver, Guns N' Roses live at the Ritz 88. That's a great answer. Netwanderer.com says Beatles' first live concert in the U.S. taking place February 11th, 1964 at the Washington Coliseum.
Wow, what a poll.
Yeah, great answer. We got more about Springsteen in just a second.
Oh, you could really go to you could pick any Springsteen concert.
Yeah. Lisa Feldman, Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run tour. My parents grounded me and I couldn't go. My friend bought me a shirt. Hold on, Lisa, what did you get grounded for? To not see Bruce? I'm pissed off.
That's cruel, man.
What did you do?
That's pretty tough.
That's insane.
To get grounded and you don't get to see Springsteen it's already a punishment to get grounded, but then you don't even get to see Springsteen as well.
That's unreal. Yeah, text in, Lisa, what did you do wrong?
O'Sullivan on the 1-1 pops up the pitch. On the first base foul line, it's Kirchner who makes the grab in foul ground. There's out number 2.
Indeed. And I also want to give a shout out. We had another answer, Tears for Fears. Nancy Butts, Tears for Fears, 1985 at the Cow Palace. I was just driving by the Cow Palace this morning in San Francisco. And then Dan, being clever and also a Genesis fan, who wins Knocker Ball between Phil Collins and Peter Gabriel? I will go with Phil Collins because he has a better feel for it. He can feel it in the air tonight.
He sure can.
He sure can.
I don't know why this came into my head first, but I might say when Queen performed during the Live Aid concert. Yeah. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to mind, but I mean, just from seeing the YouTube videos, I mean, that just looked like an incredible atmosphere. Incredible.
I mean, I go back. That's one of my all-time favorites. Radio Gaga, the song, the studio version is okay. The live version gives me goosebumps.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I want to be there live with everyone singing it at the same time with Freddie. I mean, that's got to be goosebumps.
Yeah. Sully, you're asking concert comments about if you could go back in time to any concert at any time, any year, any venue, what would it be? Green Day at Gilman in 1991 when their first album came out. That's a great one, Dr. Divas. That's a great one. And Sully 4, Van Halen 1979 VH1 tour. That would have been great.
Oof, my goodness. A lot of great choices from our Ballers fans as Johnstone hits a fly ball down the left field line. Long run for Hext. He can't make the catch. It lands foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jeff Butts saying INXS, Cheap Trick, Ziggy Marley, 1988. Wait, that's all one show? Alpine Valley.
Oh,
that's
wow.
a great one. INXS, one of my mom's favorites.
That's a loaded lineup.
That is a crazy loaded. Alpine Valley, Wisconsin, I'm assuming there. Willie Nelson and the Highwaymen. God, what a great song, Highwaymen, by the way.
Wow, at SMU.
SMU, 1977. That's great. That's just great stuff. We'll have a lot of answers.
I know, we will.
Yeah,
we do have a lot of answers.
People love music.
They do. They sure do. 1-2 is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I will say our fans are very well informed on their pop culture yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to chime in, but they were talking about sitcoms, or I think they're 70s shows. I want to say they were They were going. They
Three's
were going
Company.
Taxi.
Love
I think
Taxi.
so. I think they were going in, and
go all day on that.
They sure can. 2-2 pitch, cut on a miss by Johnstone, and the inning is over. We will dive through more of your answers when we come back. But again, the question from Tarek, if you are just joining.
Indeed. Concert at any point in history, any year, any place, what would it be? Answer now. Throw in any point in time. We'd love to hear it.
You got 90 seconds. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's 8-0 Ballers here on Ballers Radio. It's been all ballers so far. Halfway home on this Saturday. Bottom of the fifth. It is 8-0 Oakland. Gareth Kwok, Tarek Ansari. We are diving through some of your answers to Tarek's question for our chat GTP. Yeah, you're the T for today. Sorry,
this.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler. As that first one to Kirshner's outside to make it 1-0. The first 3 concerts, this is according to Dan
band.
Silvert, Guns N' Roses with Skid Row opening, Stone Temple Pilots at the Henry J. Kaiser Center, and Counting Crows in 94 at the Berkeley Greek for the August and Everything All After debut. That's amazing. 2-0 here early to Kirshner. Just that is amazing first 3 concerts.
I know. Lucky indeed, as he says.
Yeah, very, very lucky. Thank goodness. I mean, I'm kind of jealous of Dan right now.
2-0 pitch. Call the strike. It's 2-1. What is looks like Kenneth Siller.
Barry White, 1970s. He's saying 70s because he can't remember when.
I know.
Yeah. Circle Star Theater, San Carlos. Man, what a voice.
Kirshner grounds one deep into the hole at short. It's backhanded by O'Sullivan. His jump throw will not get there in time. It'll be an infield single for Kirshner to lead off the fifth for Yuba-Sutter.
Barry White. You'll never find. Oh, just amazing. Amazing stuff. I'm not going to sing more. Can't do it justice. And Lisa Feldman answering the question, why did she get grounded from seeing Bruce Springsteen on the Born to Run tour? I don't remember what I did. Sure, Lisa. Argued with my parents or something. Back then, not everyone, especially not grown-ups, realized how big Springsteen was. Really?
Right?
He was kind of like,
I think he was a big deal by then, right?
Yeah.
Here's a breaking ball outside to Aragon, ball 1.
Anya Garcia saying Prince's 2004 musicology tour in San Jose.
Wow.
That's another great one. Another awesome one. My goodness. It's a great concerts.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a ground ball to second off the bat of Aragon. Santos throws to second for 1. O'Sullivan's turn to first. Woo! Got him. Double play.
Wow. Great turn.
4-6-3. Indeed, a great turn by Isai to O'Sullivan and then to Ibarra, and there's 2 away.
Especially there by O'Sullivan because, you get the idea with a slowly hit ground ball to second that it's not going to be able to turn it in time. But he put a lot of velocity on that throw to Ibarra, just got him in time, and that's a great double play. First time Yuba-Sutter's had any momentum this game, and immediately, just like that, it's over.
Well, it's a second double play that Oakland has turned for David Thomas, who deals a first pitch breaking ball down the middle. It's 0-1. All right, do we have any last couple of answers here?
We do. Don Piper, what's up? Tom Petty at the Greek 2 months before he passed away. Wow.
This is rolled softly the first, fielded by Ibarra. He's going to hustle to the bag, and he wins the foot race against Donahue to end the inning. Tarek, thanks for stopping by, my friend. That was fun.
It's a dream come true, man. It was a lot of fun.
You're going to hear him back at Raimondi, I think.
On Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
All right. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll see you back at Raimondi Park, my friend.
Sweet. Sounds good. See you then, sir.
All right. Thanks, Tarek. It is 8-0 Ballers as we go to the 6th here on Ballers Radio. Back here in Marysville, live from Bryant Field. It's Oakland 8, Yuba-Sutter nothing as we head to the 6th. New pitcher on for Yuba-Sutter. It's Chase Martinez. The righty deals the first pitch to Isai Santos, and it's a fastball inside for ball 1. Thanks to one of our P announcers, Tark Ansari, for joining me for the last 3 innings. A pleasure talking and exploring all things music and pop culture with Tark. Here's a fastball at the knees for a called strike, 1-1. And I mean, he is like an encyclopedia when it comes to music, and especially back in the day, back in the 70s and 80s music. Here's a little bit of a ball low, 2 balls in the strike, and it's always fun to talk and dive deeper with him about that before the game when we're in the press box together. Isai cranks a 2-1 pitch to deep right field. That's headed for the lake. It instead hits the netting, but Santos has now homered for a 3rd consecutive game. Number 14 this year for Isai as he blasts it 380 feet to right center. Oakland now leads it 9-0 here in the 6th. He got a breaking ball right down the pipe, and he crushed it. It had the sound, it had the distance, and it hits the back netting in right center for his 14th of the year. Here's Jake Allgaier. First pitch to Jake is in the dirt and off the mask of the catcher Aragon for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. As part of our Sonic Internet home run tracker, as Allgaier takes a fastball low, 2-0. That is the 139th home run this season. Your home run tracker, brought to you by Sonic Internet. Now Allgaier pops up the 2-0 down the left field line. This is going to sail out of play. 2 balls and a strike on Allgaier. 9-0 Oakland, looking for an 8th consecutive victory and a 13th in this second half. Martinez works from the wind. His 2-1 pitch to Jake is a changeup on the inside for a called strike. 2-2. Martinez pitched for Northern Colorado and for Colorado Springs last year. 2-2. Fastball up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A brief stint with a red pocket before rejoining his former manager, Frank Gonzalez. With the Freebirds, he did pitch for Yuba-Sutter last year in a handful of games. 3-2. Fastball is inside. Ball 4. So Jared Schaefer's final line, he goes 5 innings, gives up 8 runs, 7 earned on 9 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts for Schaefer. Got through the first 2 innings smoothly before running into trouble in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And now here is Ibarra. First pitch is a fastball inside for ball 1. Tonight, Jeter is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. He has scored a couple runs. Martinez holds at the chest. Next pitch is a breaking ball at the top of the zone for a called strike, 1-1. Time to take a look at our out-of-town scores around the Pioneer League this evening. Here's a 1-1. Ibarra lifts it foul down the left field line, 1-2. Great Falls leads Billings 7-4. That game in the bottom of the 8th. Missoula leads 8-5 on Ogden. That game in the bottom of the 7th. Idaho Falls leads 14-9 on Boise in the bottom of the 4th. And Glacier has a 4-2 lead on Long Beach in the top of the 7th. Martinez is 1-2. Is grounded sharply up the middle. Diving stop by Dixon. He spins and throws to first, and they get Ibarra. That is a smooth, slick play up the middle by the shortstop, Devin Dixon, to rob Ibarra of a base hit. A diving stop to his left, up the middle on the dirt. He spun around and then threw a strike to Kirchner. Allgaier advanced to second on that ground ball. There's one away for Jaden Calora. Last but not least, Red Pocket and Modesto scoreless in the top of the third. First pitch to Calora is a fastball outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Right now, Long Beach and Missoula tied for second in the second half. Next pitch is a fastball that just clips the top outside edge of the strike zone. It's 1-1. Modesto has won 12 in a row, currently 21-1. By the way, this is our Pacific Pipe climb to the PBL standings update. A look at second, the 1-1 to Calora. Fastball is outside, 2-1. Modesto continuing this rapid pace. 12 consecutive wins, 21-1 to start the second half. Long Beach and Missoula tied for second at 16-6. Next pitch to Calora is swung on and missed. Strike 2, 2-2. So if Long Beach loses and Missoula wins, Missoula would then take over the 2 seed in the second half. And they would have a 1-game lead on Long Beach. 2-2. Calora foul tips the breaking ball into the glove of Aragon for strike 3. 2 out for Noah Blythe. And if Idaho Falls were to defeat Boise, they would jump Boise in the standings. It would then be Missoula in second, Long Beach in third, Idaho Falls in fourth, Boise in fifth. Here's Blythe. First pitch is fouled off of Aragon for strike 1. Billings and Oakland are even at 12-10, so if Great Falls holds on for the win, Oakland would surpass Billings in the standings. Not that Billings is really worried because they've already locked up a playoff spot. 0-1. Blythe lines it foul down the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes. The Ballers right now sit 4 games back out of a playoff spot. And they will get 3 more chances against Missoula late in this month. The 0-2 from Martinez is a breaking ball high, 1-2. Oakland leads 9-0 here in the top of the 6th after the solo home run by Isai Santos. His 14th of the year. 1-2 is grounded weakly to third. A broken back grounder fielded by Donahue. The throw to first is in time. A good stretch by Kirchner on that low ball in the dirt that he scoops out. And the inning is over. But Isai Santos goes deep for a 3rd straight game. And Oakland pads their lead. It's now 9-0 as we go to the last of the 6th on Ballers Radio. Home half of the 6th inning. It is 9-0 Ballers. The home run by Santos pads Oakland's lead up to 9. First pitch from David Thomas to Cam Uran is lifted to deep left center field. Sanford jogs to his left and puts it away off of his left shoulder for the first out. Boy, has he worked efficiently tonight. Thomas has thrown just 52 pitches in 5 1/3 innings. It has been a bounce-back start for the San Jose State righty. So far, his longest outing as a pro. As here comes Dixon, the shortstop. First pitch is a fastball right down Broadway for a called strike 1. Just 3 hits allowed by Thomas, no walks. He winds and deals. Breaking ball just inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of strikeouts for Thomas. But this is what made him effective at San Jose State this past spring. The 1-1 is outside, 2 balls and a strike. Works quickly, gets ahead on hitters, pitches in the strike zone, and doesn't walk too many guys. He winds and fires. 2-1 pitch. Fastball just off the corner outside, ball 3. There is a righty warming up just in case. It's Brady Chavez for Oakland. 3-1. Fastball lined sharply into center. Johnstone broke in, but has to play it on a hop. And it's a base hit for Dixon. Just the 4th one that Oakland has given up. And here comes Zeb Rose.
Center fielder number 22, Zeb Rose.
Rose has popped out to short and struck out swinging. Thomas from the belt deals. And Rose takes a fastball down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Thomas previously pitched 2 years at St. Mary's in Moraga, 0-1. Breaking ball inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitched 2 seasons at St. Mary's as an underclassman, primarily out of the bullpen. 1-1 on Rose. The pitch is lined sharply into left center. Johnstone broke back and makes the catch on the backhand. And Dixon retreats back to first. 2 outs. And here comes Duarte.
Second baseman number 10,
Thomas is an innings eater. 6th in the Mountain West this past year in innings pitched with 73 2/3. And he also threw 3 complete games. First pitch to Duarte is a fastball off the outside for ball 1, which was tied for the 5th most in the nation, including 2 9-inning complete games, with 1 against St. Mary's, his former school. The 1-0 is lined foul into the screen behind the plate, 1-1. Trying to complete 6 scoreless innings in the sweltering heat in Marysville. Belt high set, he lifts the leg, 1-1. Fastball is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Oakland 9, Yuba-Sutter nothing. Second game of this 3-game series. We'll have the series finale tomorrow morning at 11:05. 2-1 from Thomas. Breaking ball lifted down the right field line. Blythe is chasing after it, but he watches it bounce foul in the corner. And the count is even now at 2. This will be the 65th pitch only of the night for Thomas, who locks the hands in at the belt, lifts the leg and throws. Duarte taps it softly on the ground to short. O'Sullivan charges, fires to first in time. Inning over. David Thomas has spun 6 scoreless innings in just his second start as a professional up here in Marysville. To the 7th, Oakland leads 9-0 on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Bryant Field up here in Marysville. The Ballers hold a 9-0 lead on the Freebirds. Gareth Kwok for Ballers Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Mitchell Sanford leads off against Chase Martinez, and the lefty takes a fastball downstairs for ball 1. Sanford, Moore, and O'Sullivan, the bottom of the lineup, dude up against Martinez, who was out for a second inning of relief. 1-0. Swing and a miss on the changeup. 1 ball and 1 strike. The train cars are passing by. Might be able to hear them through our crowd mic. 1-1. Sanford swings and misses at another changeup. The count is now 1-2. The train tracks are located out in deep left to left center, and they are traveling south. Yeah, we know you're here. 1-2 is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I mean, if you were to hit one out to the train tracks, you would have to hit it pretty darn good. 2-2. Fastball is inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The more feasible spot to hit it out in is the lake, Ellis Lake, out and right. 3-2. Breaking ball, low and away, ball 4.
All right, baseball fans.
Second walk issued by Martinez. Here comes Tristan Moore.
Alcohol sales will end at the end of the 7th inning.
The netting is pretty high all the way around, so it does protect and save a few baseballs from ever reaching beyond the netting. But if you were to get into one really high and really deep, the lake is, in my opinion, pretty feasible to reach. Here's Moore. He hits a high fly ball to left center. Back goes Hext. He's at the warning track. He looks up. He climbs the wall, and he can't make the catch. Sanford to third. Moore to second on the double off the wall. halfway up the wall by Tristan Moore. Well, once Hex noticed that that ball was going to potentially hit off the wall, he did his best to get to the warning track and then leap up to try and make the catch, but it bangs off the wall halfway up. And the Ballers have 2 men on with nobody out. Runners in scoring position for Brendan O'Sullivan, who is 2 for 3 with a 2-run single back in the third. First pitch to O'Sullivan is waved down and missed on a breaking ball for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Nine nothing Oakland. 7th inning, the 0-1. O'Sullivan swings and misses at a slider, and it's 0-2. He's the only change from last night's starting lineup. The first 8 hitters are the same. O'Sullivan gets the start over Rogers today. Martinez at the set deals an 0-2. And O'Sullivan whacks it foul off the end of his bat. Count remains 0-2. Lights are on. Temperature is slowly cooling down. Now time is called. Martinez steps off the rubber. Still feels really warm and really hot, but it has cooled down. The 0-2 pitch is blocked in the dirt by Aragon. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Right now it's only 93 degrees, which feels considerably cooler considering it was 100 at first pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is outside with a slider. 2-2. Well, tomorrow is supposed to be reach as high as 105. The pitch. O'Sullivan pops it up. First base foul territory. Kirchner gives it a look. That lands foul on the patio. Tomorrow, it's supposed to reach as high as 105, and I think that's the reason why the game has been moved up from 6:35 to 11:05, because first pitch at 11:05 should only be around the mid-80s, around 87, 88. 2-2 pitch. O'Sullivan pops it up, first base side, and out of play. Now, it will get progressively warmer as the game goes on, but by the time we're done, it should hopefully be at around 130 and maybe in the upper 90s, but we will have wrapped up by then. 2-2 from Martinez. Fastball is low, ball 3. Tell you what, I like the Sunday morning starts. I know maybe some of the players are a little bit more divided on it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. O'Sullivan hits a hard ground ball in the left for a base hit. Sanford scores. Moore stops at third. O'Sullivan has driven in 3. And the Ballers are in double figures. Once again, it is now 10-0 here in the 7th. For a 5th straight game, the Ballers have scored 10 or more runs. They scored 18 in the first 3 games this week against Red Pocket, 17 last night, and now 10 tonight. Frank Gonzalez is out to make a mound visit. There's nobody warming up in the Yuba-Sutter bullpen. So this is Martinez's inning, the perhaps try and finish with their bullpen already quite depleted. Yesterday, 5 relievers were needed to get through yesterday's series opener because Luke Ridley, the starter, only lasted 2 2/3 frames, and this bullpen just frankly has been exhausted. The arms have been used heavily, and
Now batting for the Ballers, center fielder number 7.
with this being the final month of play, they've just run out of gas. So men on the corners with nobody out, 10-0 Oakland. Here's Logan Johnstone. First pitch is a fastball outside for ball 1. The Ballers have just put together some really video game-like numbers the last 4 games. Next pitch to Johnstone is a breaking ball outside, 2-0. In the month of August, they are batting .423. A .423 collective average this month. 2-0. Johnstone takes outside, ball 3. An OPS of .1230. And if you take today's game into consideration, next pitch, Johnstone takes ball 4 outside, and they're loaded for Isai Santos. That's now 81 runs over the last 5 games for the Ballers. Just a remarkable run that Oakland is on right now with the bats. Here's Santos. But the base is loaded. He takes a strike on the outside, 0-1. Moore's at third, O'Sullivan at second, Johnstone at first. No balls and a strike, the pitch. Fastball is way outside. It's 1-1. Yuba-Sutter has a righty warming up now. It is Andrew Ravello, the right-hander, warming up for the Freebirds. Martinez comes home, and Santos hits a fly ball in the right center. Roast, the center fielder, trots in and makes the grab. Tagging from third is Moore. The throw goes into the cutoff man, Dixon, the shortstop. It's a sac fly for Santos, and Oakland now leads it 11-0. 2 more runs in for the Ballers here in the 7th. One down for Allgaier. Allgaier is 0 for 3 with the walk. First pitch, swing and a miss on the fastball, 0-1. Middle infielders are pinched up the middle, the 0-1. Fastball is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Oh my.
He has 6 straight multi-hit games. 1-1. Inside with a breaking ball, 2-1. Not sure if he'll be able to continue that multi-hit game streak. But just to show you how hot he was coming into tonight. Held in check today for the most part, 2-1. Way outside with a breaking ball, 3-1. And the pitchers will pitch him carefully, as they do for Jeter Ibarra, who waits on deck. 3-1 from Martinez. Fastball is blooped into shallow left, and it drops foul by about 12 feet. It would have been a bloop hit had it stayed fair. Instead, the count runs full on Allgaier. Brady Chavez continues to warm up out left. We'll see if he gets the ball for the 7th or if David Thomas will return for a 7th inning of work. Martinez shakes. Now comes set at the belt. Here's the payoff pitch. Allgaier pops it up foul off to the left. The Ballers have scored 2 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, and 2 in the 7th. A consistent attack tonight. 3-2 pitch. Fastball, spoiled foul, back behind the plate. Well, Jake will do this. He'll make you buckle in the seatbelt, and you're in for quite the ride when you face him, knowing that he is not an easy out, and he'll make you work. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball. Got him on the top outside corner for strike 3. Thought the pitch was a little high, but ABS is the only resource we answer to when it comes to balls and strikes here. It's not Kate Hart. It's not anybody else. It is all in the hands of ABS. 2 down for Ibarra. First pitch to Jeter is waved down and missed on the fastball. 0-1. Still 1 home run away from breaking Christian Almanza's home run record in a single season. 0-1. Fastball is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. A win tonight for Oakland would be its 8th straight. Martinez is 1-1. Is line foul. Back behind the plate into the screen, 1-2. $11-0 Oakland. Top of the 7th. It is 1-2 on Ibarra. Martinez fires, and Ibarra hits it foul back behind the plate. I would guess this is Martinez's last inning of relief. He is throwing, I think, more pitches than he would have hoped. He's already at 57 in just an inning and 2/3 of relief. Definitely too many than he would have liked. 1-2 pitch is topped foul in the batter's box by Ibarra. Has that smooth lefty stroke in the box. Loves to go to the opposite field with 2 strikes. If he were to challenge the left field wall, he would have to get it up and over the 18-foot high wall in left. 1-2 from Martinez is grounded foul towards the Yuba dugout, and that might have hit Ibarra on the foot. Might have just grazed his foot. Right now he's trying to shake out the sensation on a foul ball that might have just brushed his foot. One ball and 2 strikes. The pitch is cranked foul into the first base screen. Well, considering how long the inning is, maybe Thomas will not come out, because Chavez appears to be ready in left. 1-2 pitch. Ibarra takes a fastball outside. 2-2. I mean, could he pitch this seventh? Of course. But it's been quite the lull in the action for him and the delay for him to get back on the mound. 2-2. Ibarra goes down swinging on a slider, and the inning is over. The Ballers score 2 on 2 hits. We head to the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch. It's 11-0 Oakland on this Saturday night from Marysville here on Ballers Radio.
T-shirt toss. Training Zone is the official gym partner of the Yuba-Sutter Freebirds. Now on the mound for the
It's the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch, your 7th inning stretch, I should say, brought to you by Planet Fitness. It's been all Oakland tonight on this Saturday, 11-0 Ballers, as the first pitch from Brady Chavez to Cooper Hext is a breaking ball outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Chavez in, first reliever tonight for the Ballers, the 1-0. Breaking ball misses away, 2 balls, no strikes. After David Thomas turns in his best outing as a pro and with Oakland. He goes 6 innings, allows just 4 hits, no runs, no walks, and he strikes out 2. Here's a breaking ball down the middle for a called strike. 2-1. And he throws only 65 pitches. So Chavez is in. The righty throws, and it's a breaking ball down the middle for a called strike 2. 2-2. Now, David could have thrown the 7th. He could have gone back in there, but I think with how long the inning that top of the 7th was, it probably interrupted his rhythm. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chavez delivers a changeup, and Hext is down swinging. 1 out for Chamizo. So I think with how long that 7th was and how Thomas was at a good stopping point, even though it was only 65 pitches, and you have to be very pleased with the outing David Thomas put together tonight. Here's Chamizo, and Chavez throws a first pitch fastball on the outside for strike 1. 0-1. 6 scoreless innings, and now it's Chavez. The Santa Cruz native delivers. And Chamizo cranks it foul down the right field line, 0-2. Former Sacramento State Hornet, back in a familiar territory. Brady is on for a 13th time this year. Belt high set, the 0-2. Watch out, he throws the ball behind Chamizo, and it goes to the backstop for a ball, 1-2. 6.61 ERA for Brady. 13 strikeouts, 9 walks in those 16 and a third innings pitched. The 1-2 to Chamizo is lifted to deep right field. Blythe can't get there. It bounces off the wall, but it holds Chamizo to a long single as Blythe played that carom off the wall nicely. It was well over his head, but he played it off the padding. A perfect carom back to Blythe, and Chamizo is held to a single. 1 down, 1 on for Kirchner.
First baseman number 18, Andrew Kirchner.
Ben, I saw your question. Don't worry. He asked if I got to try a Frosty's milkshake yet, and the answer is yes, I did. 0-1 to Kirchner after the swing and miss for strike one. I made sure to have a light lunch today. Shout out to Safeway for their made-to-order sandwiches. Swing and the miss on the high fastball. It's 0-2. Had a very simple turkey club made to order. And I wanted to have a light lunch because I knew I wanted to try a Frosty's milkshake that Ben recommended. And no better day to have a milkshake than today with first pitch at 100 degrees. And I had the Oreo milkshake, and boy, it just brought back really good memories. Very good memories. Tasted just how I remembered it. 0-2 pitch. Here's a breaking ball in the dirt. They appeal down to third, and Justin Harvey says Kirchner went around for strike 3. 2 down for Aragon. I'm just amazed how many flavors they have. I mean, it had to have been like 50 flavors on that menu. 50 to what, like 70 flavors? First pitch to Aragon is popped up. Foul ground for Allgaier at third. He gives it a look, but that lands foul. Strike 1. I mean, any flavor you could think of, they have it. I mean, they have, the usual strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, but I think I saw like Heath Bar, Kit Kat. They had, I think, some caramel flavors as well. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the high fastball. It's 0-2. Banana, I think they had. Blueberry. They might have had blueberry, which I don't know if I would ever try a blueberry milkshake, but I mean, you could think of anything, and Frosties would have it. It's an overwhelming amount of flavors. There's probably too many. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chavez punches him out with the changeup, and Brady looked very sharp in that 7th inning. Just a single allowed. He is stranded at first. We go to the 8th here from Marysville. It's Oakland 11, Yuba-Sutter nothing here on Ballers Radio. Eighth inning here from Bryant Field. Oakland ahead by 11. It is 11-0 Ballers. Thanks for tuning in on this Saturday night. I'm Gareth Kwok. Thanks for keeping me company. As Jaden Calora leads off against the new righty Andrew Ravello for Yuba-Sutter. His first pitch is a fastball outside, taken for ball one. Calora, Blythe, and Sanford to face the young righty Ravello, 22-year-old, who just completed his college career at Lynn. He throws a fastball, and it's swung on and missed by Calora for strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Calora today 2 for 4 with a couple of singles and a run scored. Next pitch is a breaking ball outside. 2-1. Ravello works from the first base side of the rubber. From the windup is 2-1. Breaking ball grounded softly foul down the first base line. 2-2. Just concluded his college career at Lynn, which is down in, I believe, Boca Raton, Florida, in the Sunshine State Conference. His 2-2 pitch is weakly grounded to first, fielded by Kirchner. Underhand feed to Ravello, the pitcher. He steps on the base, and there's one down for Blythe. Sixth appearance this year for Ravello. He made his pro debut against Oakland in the first series meeting here at Yuba-Sutter. First pitch fastball to Blythe is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Noah is 0 for 3 today. Next pitch is lined foul down the right field line, 1-1. He does have 2 runs batted in via a sacrifice fly and a fielder's choice ground ball. From the line, the 1-1. Fastball lined sharply in the right, and that falls for a base hit. And with that base hit, Noah Blythe extends his hit streak to 12 games. He's been swinging the stick really well. Loves using the opposite field. And Oakland has a base runner at first with 1 down for Mitchell Sanford.
31, Mitchell Sanford.
Left-handed bat, first pitch. Breaking ball taken at the belt for a strike. 0-1. Next pitch is popped up. Behind third, it's Donahue, the third baseman. No, the left fielder Hext runs it down, throws the ball back into first. Blythe is back in safely. But a great run and catch by Cooper Hext in left field to track down that pop-up in foul territory. There's 2 down. I didn't think that ball was going to get caught. I thought it was just going to land foul. And Sanford would remain in the box, but no, Hext sprints after the ball and catches it. 2 down for Moore. First pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Aragon for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Take a look at our AC Transit Road to the show. Take a look at former ballers in the big leagues and the minors. Fastball misses high and outside, 2-0. Our very first baller to reach the big leagues, Tyler Davis, is now in AAA with the AAA affiliate of the White Sox, the Charlotte Knights. And in a bullpen game, he was the starting pitcher against Durham. Next pitch to Moore is a high strike, 2-1. And he pitched a scoreless inning with a strikeout, although the Bulls defeated the Knights 9-6. Davis was optioned by the White Sox at AAA Got right around the All-Star break. 2-1 pitch is blooped on a broken bat to shallow right center, and it's caught by Duarte to end the inning. Blight singles, but he's left stranded at first. We head to the bottom of the 8th.
Ladies and
It
gentlemen,
is
the
11-0
excitement
Oakland
field
on Ballers Radio.
Pinch hitting for the Freebirds, number 14, Kyle Carlson.
Yuba-Sutter is going to use a pinch hitter to bat for Jordan Donahue in the 7 spot. It is Kyle Carlson to bat for Donahue to begin the 8th, with Oakland ahead 11-0. Brady Chavez back in the game. First pitch is a slider on the outside corner, called a strike, 0-1. Carlson, the rookie out of Piedmont University in Georgia. 0-1. Watch out. It hits him. A breaking ball hits him in the back. So that's a rather nice way to get introduced to the ball game. You come in, see a pitch, and then take one off the back.
Right fielder, number 12, Cam Uran.
Here's Uran. First pitch is a cutter on the outside for a called strike 1. 11 runs tonight for Oakland on 13 hits, no errors. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Yuba-Sutter. The 0-1 fastball misses just off the corner outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Oakland has done well with runners in scoring position. 5 for 14 today. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup. A check swing and the miss, I should say, from Uran. And it's 1-2. Oakland has just stifled Yuba-Sutter tonight with the pitching. Yuba-Sutter has not gone a runner to third base in this game. The pitch is fouled off of Calora, and he might have taken one below the belt to the leg. Matthew McElroy, our athletic trainer, sprints out and is going to check in on Calora. Give him a moment. JC's been pretty lucky. I don't think he's had too many dings or bruises this year. He hasn't caught as much with the addition of Connor Smith. Aaron Miles has done a good job to trade those two. Have those two share the catching duties. Doesn't mean Calora's not playing when he's not catching. It just means sometimes he's in the outfield or DHing, and it just gives him a chance to save his legs. But he did catch a good chunk of the first half. We'll see if he catches again tomorrow or if Connor Smith will relieve him in the heat, so he doesn't have to catch for a third straight night. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Uran. Chavez throws. Fastball is on the outside. Got him looking. Strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Brady Chavez in relief. 1 out for Dixon, the shortstop. We're going to have another pinch hitter. It's going to be Castaneda.
Number 31, Christian Castaneda.
Christian Castaneda will pinch hit for Devin Dixon in the 9 spot. Right-handed bat versus Chavez, the righty. First pitch is a fastball fouled back into the screen for strike 1. He's batting .281 with 7 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Belt high set and the pitch. Breaking ball is outside, 1-1. I don't know if anybody saw this around baseball the other day. This was on Thursday. A retired Phillies fan won an auction to join the Phillies radio booth. 1-1 is fouled back into the screen, 1-2. He paid about $22,000 for this opportunity to call an inning on the Phillies radio broadcast, and he did such a good job that it went viral on social media. The 1-2, breaking ball grounded to third. It's off the glove of Allgaier as he tried to backhand it on a dive. The ball sneaks into left field. It'll be a base hit with Carlson advancing to second. Second and first with 1 down for Zeb Rose. His name is Lewis Cobb, K-A-L-B, and he is mostly a recreational play-by-play announcer. He's done more than apparently 3,000 recreational and school league games. But the Phillies have an auction yearly. First pitch to Rose is a breaking ball at the knees for a strike, 0-1. And of course, they auction off your usual items like memorabilia and jerseys and other unique experiences. But this one's certainly unique, and that you could broadcast an inning with the Phillies radio crew. Next pitch is a breaking ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Cobb, a longtime Phillies fan, won the bid. The final bid was just about $22,000. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the slider. 1-2. And at 73 years of age, he joined the Phillies broadcasters, and he was really preparing hard for this opportunity. 1-2. Breaking ball rolled foul towards the Ballers' third base dugout. He was studying the pronunciations of the players' names, and he had his notes with him, but the only issue was apparently his notes got soggy due to the rain while entering the ballpark into Citizens Bank Park. Next pitch is bounced hard to third. Allgaier's got it. He steps on third base, fires on the run to first. That's a little high and not in time. fielder's choice. 5 unassisted allows Rose to reach. And Castaneda advances to second. 2 outs. And this is all according to The Athletic, but he talked to The Athletic, and they, as in the Phillies announcers, were quite surprised with his delivery and his voice. They definitely had some surprise looks, as if they were impressed. Like, hey, who is this guy? Next pitch to Duarte is grounded sharply down the right field line for a base hit. The shutout bid is no more, as in the score is Castaneda. To third goes Rose, and it's an RBI double for Duarte to make it now 11-1 Oakland. By the way, that was Dixon who scored. He re-entered the pinch run for Castaneda. And here comes Aaron Miles. Chavez at 32 pitches. He's going to take him out here. An inning and 2/3 for Brady. And when we come back, Julio Rosario will enter the ball game for Oakland when we come back. It's 11-1 Ballers here on Ballers Radio.
Help us make a lasting difference for our local shelter animals.
Aaron Miles makes a call to the bullpen here in the bottom of the 8th. With Oakland ahead by 10, it's 11-1 Ballers.
Now batting for the Freebirds.
Brady Chavez pitched pretty well in an inning and 2/3, but the pitch count was climbing for him. He had thrown 32 pitches in an inning and 2/3, so he's been replaced by Julio Rosario. The Dominican righty faces Cooper Hext, who swings and misses at the first pitch fastball at 96, 0-1. 2 outs in the 8th. Yuba-Sutter breaks the shutout bid with an RBI double from Josh Duarte. He's at second, Rose at third, the 0-1. Fastball paints the low outside corner for a strike, 0-2. Rosario, 24 years of age, from Azua in the Dominican Republic. A former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer. He holds at the chin, now comes home. And he gets Hex to swing and miss on that slider. And the inning is over. Yuba breaks the shutout bid with a run in on 2 hits. It's now 11-1 Ballers. We go to the 9th here on Ballers Radio.
Even more Freebirds fun. Now batting for the Oakland Ballers, shortstop number 8, Brendan O'Sullivan.
We've arrived at the 9th inning. The Ballers ahead by 10, 11-1. Brendan O'Sullivan leads off against Andrew Ravello and takes a breaking ball up and in for ball 1. O'Sullivan, Johnstone, and Santos do that for the Ballers, who are closing in on an 8th consecutive victory. Next pitch, breaking ball, top of the zone, called a strike, 1-1. We were talking about the Phillies fan, 73 years of age, longtime fan, retired, a former substitute teacher. Next pitch is fly foul down the right field line, 1-2, who won an auction to call an inning with the Phillies radio booth, and he did so well that it became viral on social media, and it even caught the Phillies announcers by surprise. Scott Fransk saying he wasn't really sure what to expect. Here's a check swing on a breaking ball. No, says Ron Adams on the appeal. It is 2-2. And they've been doing these types of auctions before, and they've had guests that have zero broadcast experience, and you just, let them do their thing and let them talk and get through it. But he said it was obvious right away that he had some broadcast experience, which came many years ago. 2-2 pitches outside, 3-2, and he knew what he was doing. It was pretty obvious. Cobb said he did not bid last year, but he has tried in the past. Next pitch in the dirt for ball 4. And, he's bid on it before, never won. And last year, though, apparently the winning bid was $6,000.
Center fielder,
He did that the $22,000 price that he paid for this opportunity was, I don't know if a little more is an understatement. I think a lot more than what he expected, but it's certainly a dream come true and something that you just can't put a price on. As Johnstone takes the ball, 1-0. And it's one of those bucket list items that, again, you just can't put a price on. 1-0. Fastball is low, 2 balls, no strikes. And, he can claim that he was a big league announcer for the Philadelphia Phillies, even if it was just one inning. He got to call an inning of Phillies baseball on the Phillies airwaves. Breaking ball is called a strike on the 2-0, 2-1. And I really love that story as someone that, of course, has been in this business for only a handful of years. But to see that for that man, 2-1 pitch is bounced foul, 2-2. I don't know if everyone can relate, but I think some can relate to, hey, wanting that opportunity and that call to just do something that we've always craved to doing. 2-2 in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Johnstone. It's just like bidding on any ordinary auction item, and you have some expectations, and they just go through the roof in terms of the experience. It's something that you won't forget. Next pitch to Johnstone is rolled to second, gloved by Duarte. Off balance throw to first. Nice play. They get Johnstone. There's 1 out. O'Sullivan to second on that grounder. 1 down for Isai Santos.
second baseman number 9.
I guess the next question would be, what would be the right price if you were really choosy for an opportunity like that? Would you put a price on that? Here's a fastball high, 1 ball, no strikes on Santos. I'm just curious. I'm sure they have not revealed those details, but I wonder who his competition was for that auction item. Next pitch to Isai is a fastball on the inside for a strike, 1-1. Was it also another guy that was an announcer and, maybe a more casual amateur announcer looking for an opportunity as well. 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Or was it just some average Joe who just was like, "Hey, I want to be on the mic," even if he probably had zero experience. I don't know. If you were to pay big money for that, I think you'd have to have a little bit of experience to justify the cost. That's my opinion. 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. If you're going to drop $22,000 for this opportunity, you better know what you're at least doing a little bit on the mic and not go in there blind. 2-2 pitch. Santos chops it to short. Nice scoop by Dixon. Off balance throw in time to get Santos. O'Sullivan moves to third. Two outs for Allgaier.
Third baseman number 15, Jake Allgaier.
Allgaier is 0 for 4 with a walk today. First pitch is waved and missed on the changeup. No balls and a strike. The Ballers lead 11-1. Ninth inning, 2 outs. O'Sullivan at third. Next pitch. Breaking ball is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We actually did this auction item at my previous minor league team. And the poor guy, we had to give him a rain check 3 separate times, literally. Here's a fastball outside. It's a called strike, 1-2. Because for 3 different games that he showed up to call an inning with us, they all got rained out. All got rained out. It's like one game was maybe on a Tuesday in May. All right, come back in June. He comes back in June, it rains again. All right, come back in July. Oh, sorry, it rained again. Pitch to Allgaier is blooped into shallow right center field. That's down for a base hit, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. That was not hit shallow. That was hit to deep right center. It goes to the wall. It brings home O'Sullivan, and the Ballers have scored a dozen tonight. It is 12-1 Oakland on the RBI double by Allgaier. His 61st run batted in, and it will give Jeter Ibarra one more chance to perhaps break Christian Almanza's record. First pitch to the lefty is a fastball inside for ball 1.
You are speaking to the dark lord of the city.
Ravello holds at the chest. Now the 1-0 is smashed to left center field. Rose sprints after it, looks up, and he can't make the catch. It's over his head, bounces up against the wall. Allgaier comes home and scores. And Jeter Ibarra trades places with him at second base. His second double of the night brings home a run. And Oakland now leads it 13-1. Ibarra now with 82 runs batted in, which continues to lead the team. Two runs on 2 doubles. Here is Kalora. First pitch is a breaking ball high, ball 1. Yeah, the poor guy came in May for his celebrity inning. 1-0. That's a called strike on the outside, 1-1. After he had won the auction, it was I believe a Christmas promotion, so he won the bid to call an inning with us. We agreed on the date in May. That game got rained out. We agreed on the next date in June. That day got rained out. The next one was in July. Swing and a miss on the 1-1, 1-2. That got rained out. Poor guy couldn't catch a break. Before eventually we snuck him in on a day in August that luckily worked for both of us. And he was able to get his inning in. And I think he did call a home run. Calora lines one on a hop to the shortstop Dixon. From behind second, he throws Calora out. And the side is retired. 2 more runs in for Oakland. They now lead at 13-1. Last chance for Yuba-Sutter. The Ballers 3 outs away from an 8th consecutive victory when we come back here on Ballers Radio. Last of the 9th for Yuba-Sutter, with Oakland ahead by 12. 13-1 Ballers. Oakland 3 outs away from an 8th consecutive victory and their 13th of the second half. Julio Rosario looking to close things down as Zach Chamizo leads off for the Freebirds. Lefty hitter, first pitch is fouled off the hands into the netting for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Chamizo, Kirchner, and Aragon, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, dude up for Yuba. Rosario holds at the chin. His 0-1 is waved down and missed. A high heater at 95 for strike 2. He entered the game in the bottom of the 8th and collected the final out of the frame with a strikeout of Hext. Now his 0-2 is fouled off of Chamizo's foot. Stays alive on the changeup, still 0-2. Series finale tomorrow morning at 11:05. Here from Bryant Field. Rosario takes a deep breath, the 0-2. Fastball fouled off the mitt of Calora. We'll have the Ballers pregame show right around 10:45, 10:50. Hope you can tune in while you enjoy your Sunday morning breakfast or brunch. Rosario ready. His 0-2 is a changeup outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The game is earlier to beat the heat, which it's going to be up to 105 tomorrow. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's that devastating changeup from Rosario. Second strikeout, 1 down in the 9th. Here comes Kirchner. We'll have the off day then on Monday. We'll come home after the game tomorrow. Should get back at around 5 o'clock or so, depending on traffic. First pitch to Kirchner is a fastball on the outside for strike one. I guess what? If the game ends at around 2, we get out of there at 2:30, 2:40, and then it's about a 2-hour ride. So yeah, it should be about a 5 o'clock arrival back to Raimondi. Here's the 0-1. Fastball is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off day Monday, and then we'll be back for a midweek series, a pivotal midweek series against the Modesto Roadsters. 1-1. Spiked in the dirt, and that might have gotten a piece of Kate Hart behind the plate. She appears to be okay. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball spiked in the dirt, and Clora missed it, and that definitely clipped the home plate umpire, Kate Hart, who hasn't had to work too hard today other than just make sure that she's paying attention for any check swings or plays at the plate. 2-1 is fouled back behind the plate by Kirchner, 2-2. And I say this in good humor, but the home plate umpires, when they're up in Yuba, I mean, I don't know how they feel when they're not able to call the balls and strikes on their own. It's all in the hands of the full ABS. 2-2 pitch, low and in, ball 3. It's just like all the power that they have behind the plate has been stripped away by a robot, by cameras. It's almost like a half day at work for if you're working the plate in Yuba. 3-2 from Rosario. Kirchner pops it up behind third base. Allgaier sprints after the baseball, and I'll watch it land by the bouncy house foul. Justin Harvey and Ron Adams have been active at third and first, respectively, especially on check swings and plays on the bases. The 3-2 from Rosario to Kirchner on the way. A long hold, now the pitch. Kirchner hits a high, deep drive to left. Back goes Sanford. He's looking up, and it is gone. Here comes the air horn, I'm sure. Here it comes. I see the gentleman holding it. Eighth homer for Kirchner this season. It's now 13-2, Oakland. An opposite field home run from the former Cal State Fullerton Titan. Here is Aragon. He swings and misses at the first pitch heater for strike one.
Go, Birds, go.
0-1. Fouled back into the screen, 0-2. More cardio for Charlie Hurley behind the plate to retrieve that baseball. I thought he's done for the day. Because Hunter Day and Christian Diaz were helping out. Here's a changeup taken on the inside corner, and Aragon is rung up for strike 3. 2 outs, Yuba down to their final out, and here comes Carlson. Maybe they trade off every 4 innings, because Charlie was grabbing baseballs. Hunter Day went and grabbed some baseballs and bats. Christian Diaz, Griffin Smith, I think, as well. Here's Carlson. First pitch heater, up and in, ball 1. 13-2, Oakland. 1 out away from an 8th consecutive victory. 1-0 pitch is fly to deep right field, down the line, but foul. And it's 1-1. Would have been a home run had it stayed fair. One ball and one strike. Tomorrow morning, the Ballers will send the new righty, Ren Abe Arias, to the mound. He will make his Ballers debut as the starting pitcher tomorrow. 1-1. Popped up and out of play towards first into the stands. 1-2. Again, first pitch tomorrow morning at 11:05 to wrap up the weekend here in Yuba. Rosario just a strike away. 1-2, 2 down. Base is empty. Now time is called by Carlson, just as Rosario was about to come set. Disrupts his momentum. A chin high set from Rosario. He lifts the leg, the pitch in the dirt. 2-2. David Thomas went 6 scoreless frames. Brady Chavez struck out 4 in an inning and 2/3. And now it's Rosario trying to close things out. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball high, ball 3. 3-2. Duran is on deck if Carlson can extend the game. 3-2 coming. Fastball belts it to right field. Blythe looks up, and that is off the lower part of the scoreboard. It's a home run. An opposite field home run for Kyle Carlson. Second homer of the inning for Yuba-Sutter. And it makes it now 13-3 Oakland. Well, with Rosario, he's going to supply the velocity. You don't have to do too much with it, and Carlson, with a short swing, powers his 4th homer of the year. First pitch to Uran is a fastball off the outside, ball 1. A line drive homer off the bottom part of the video board and right. Here's the 1-0. Uran takes low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Uran is 0 for 3, 2-0. Takes a fastball high, 3-0. Rosario throws. 3-0 fastball, misses low, ball 4. Two-out walk. O'Sullivan, the shortstop, is going to go out to talk with Rosario as well as Calora. A players-only mound visit to give Rosario a breather. So 2 down, man on first for Dixon. Dixon 1 for 2 today. First pitch is a fastball high for ball 1. Well, now Rosario cannot command the fastball after giving up that homer on the fastball to Carlson. 1-0 pitch. That time at the belt for a strike with the heater. 1-1. On one pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Well, wait, why do they have to appeal after Kate Hart said he went? Okay, either way, it is 1-2. Freebirds down to their final strike. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rosario throws, and it's in the dirt. Blocked by Calora. The ball rolls halfway up the it rolls halfway in between the mound and the plate. (13-3) Oakland. 2-2, 2 down. 9th inning. Rosario throws, and Dixon stays alive as he fouls it off to the right. A very steady attack from Oakland today. 2 runs in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 1 in the 6th, then 2 each in the 7th and 9th. Rosario's 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that is the ball game. It's an 8th consecutive win for the Ballers as they convincingly defeat the Freebirds tonight by a final of 13-3. A steady attack. Terrific starting pitching from David Thomas. And good bullpen work from Chavez and Rosario. And the Ballers have made it a great 8. And they will look for a sweep tomorrow morning right back here in Marysville. Final score, Oakland 13, Yuba-Sutter 3. The Ballers postgame show is coming up right after this here on Ballers Radio. Welcome back to Marysville. The Ballers have won 8 consecutive games as they take down the Yuba-Sutter Freebirds tonight by a final of 13-3. They have won the series, and they'll go for the sweep tomorrow morning right back here at Bryant Field. We welcome you back here to Marysville. I'm Gareth Kwok. This is the Ballers postgame show as Oakland wins it once again in convincing fashion. Another crooked number, another high-powered attack. And here's how they did it. Well, we have to first acknowledge the terrific start from David Thomas, who was hoping for a bounce-back performance after Red Pocket roughed him up on Sunday. And he did exactly that. 6 innings, scoreless baseball with only 4 hits allowed. He did not walk a batter, and he struck out 2. Induced a couple of double play balls. He was superb. And Oakland's offense would support him with runs beginning in the 3rd. Logan Johnstone opened the scoring with a 2-run home run, his 2nd pro homer in as many games after hitting his first professional homer last night. So that gave Oakland an early 2-0 lead, and then Oakland would score 4 in the 4th against the starting right-hander Jared Schaefer. The inning started on a double by Ibarra. A single by Calora put runners on the corners, and Noah Blythe would drive home Ibarra on a sacrifice fly. Then a fielding error by Kirchner allowed Sanford to score, and then 2 straight run-scoring hits. Tristan Moore with an RBI single, and then O'Sullivan with a 2-run single completed a 4-run frame in the 4th for Oakland. The Ballers would score 2 more in the 5th thanks to a fielder's choice ground ball off the bat of Noah Blythe, and then an RBI single from Moore, who drove in 2 and collected 3 hits on the night. And Oakland would lead it at the end of 5, 8-0. And they had a serious shutout bid going through 7 innings after Oakland scored 1 more in the 6th. Isai Santos continues his just raging hot 3 games, last 3 games, 3 consecutive games in which he has homered, and he did drive in a run on a sacrifice fly in the 7th. Brady Chavez then came in relief for David Thomas, and he struck out the side in the 7th before giving up an RBI double to Josh Duarte with 2 down, which ended the shutout bid for the Ballers in the last of the 8th. Luckily, Julio Rosario came in to quell the threat with a strikeout. And Rosario would end the night by striking out the side in the 9th. And Oakland victorious for an 8th straight game as they win it by a final of 13-3. Final totals in this one: Oakland 13 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They stranded 10 on base. Yuba-Sutter with 3 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. And they stranded, how many did they strand? 6 on base. David Thomas is the winning pitcher, and with his performance, it's his first pro win. Congratulations to David for his first professional win after going 6 scoreless innings. And the losing pitcher is Jared Schaefer, who now falls to a record of 0-2. This game lasted 2 hours and 50 minutes here from Marysville. And when we come back here on the Ballers postgame show, we'll take a look at some scores one last time around the Pioneer League before we wrap things up and look ahead to tomorrow's series finale with a chance for Oakland to sweep Yuba-Sutter. That's all coming up next when the Ballers postgame show continues right here on Ballers Radio. As we wrap up the Ballers postgame show live in Marysville, final score again, Oakland 13, Yuba-Sutter 3. The Ballers have now won 8 in a row. They remain undefeated this month, and they'll go for the sweep tomorrow morning. Time now for some scores around the Pioneer League on this Saturday. Great Falls victorious over Billings by a final of 10-4. Defeats Ogden 8-6. And that is noteworthy because Long Beach lost to Glacier by a final of 4-2 in just 6 innings. The game was called after 6 due to smoke from what I'm guessing is the Canadian wildfires. So unfortunate that the game was called early, but the Range Riders were in front at the time of the game being called. And with that Long Beach loss, that means Missoula is occupying the 2 seed in the second half. So if the postseason were to end right now, it would be Missoula in and Modesto in for the final 2 spots in the playoffs. Idaho Falls leads 21-13 on Boise in the bottom of the 8th. And last but not least, the Modesto Roadsters are ahead 3-2 on Red Pocket, looking for a 13th straight win. Meanwhile, Red Pocket hoping to come back and snap a 17-game losing streak. All right, let's take a look at our matchup for tomorrow morning. Again, tomorrow's game originally scheduled for 6:35. We were informed at the beginning of this weekend that the game would be moved up to 11:05 a.m. So it'll be a special Sunday morning start for the series finale at 11:05. And we'll have the Ballers pregame show at 10. I'm still trying to decide if I want to do 10:45 or 10:50, but for now we'll plan on 10:50 right here from Marysville. The Ballers will go for the sweep and a 9th straight win as they improved to 13-10 in the second half and 35-36 overall. Yuba-Sutter falls to 5-18 in the second half, 20-51 overall. And tomorrow it should be a fun one because we get to see another baller make a debut. It'll be the former Red Pocket righty Ren Abe Arias on the mound. He will start for Oakland after pitching very well against them last on Sunday.
A Chevy Camaro, license plate number 9G.
So if you can and if you're able, hope you could tune in tomorrow morning at 10:45 with the Ballers pregame show. I'll be on the call as Oakland goes for the sweep over Yuba-Sutter. Abe Arias on the mound. Again, first pitch tomorrow morning at 11:05 a.m. And we'll have the call right here on the YouTube channel and on the Home Team Network beginning at 10:45. But for now, that's going to do things for us here from Bryant Field for Tyler Peterson and for Tarek Ansari. Thanks to Tarek for joining me tonight. I'm Gareth Kwok saying so long. Final score, once again, the Ballers win it 13-3 over the Freebirds. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. We'll talk to you all tomorrow morning. Until then, so long, everybody.